even if I have to drag your broken fucking carcasses over the finish line. We are going all the way, no matter the cost, till the job's fucking done.
The uncomfortable mirror of society. There are fictions that arrive at the exact right moment to become the reflection of an era. When we first saw that flash of patriotic capes and corporate smiles, we thought we were just looking at another superhero parody. We were wrong. The Boys was never a story about capes or powers. It was always an uncomfortable, raw, and violent mirror of our own society. For 5 seasons, we witnessed how absolute power corrupts absolutely, not just those who possess it, but the masses who worship them. From day one, the journey promised us an inevitable destiny. The final clash between a man who lost everything and a god manufactured in a laboratory. Today, with the 5th season fully closed and the dust finally settling on the ground, the big question dividing the world isn't who won, but what is left of us as we look at the outcome. The dilemma of the finale. The expectation surrounding the final episode was a ticking time bomb. The global audience has fractured into a fascinating debate. On one hand, the sheer spectacular nature of the closure more than delivered. The climax between Billy Butcher and Homelander was a dance of visceral brutality. A clash where the series did not hold back, delivering the shocking deaths of main characters that had been cooking for years. For the majority, the pacing was breathtaking, a literal punch to the gut. However, the art of the ending is a complex one. A vocal sector of the audience felt the weight of haste in the secondary subplots. Characters who accompanied us for years had to resolve their arcs in a matter of scenes, just to clear the path for the clash of titans. Was it a mistake? Perhaps it was the necessary price for cinematic scale. What no one can deny is that the finale didn't seek to please anyone. It sought to impact, and in a television landscape that usually plays it safe, the rawness of this ending felt painfully real. To understand the true value of this ending, it is mandatory to look back at the pages of the original comic strip by Garth Ennis. The comic is a testament to pure nihilism. It is a work where human degradation reaches almost cartoonish extremes, and where the ending left a bitter taste. On paper, Butcher becomes the ultimate villain in a radical way, cold-bloodedly destroying his own team. A dark, flat conclusion, devoid of hope. The great triumph of the television series was knowing when to walk away from its creator. Eric Kripke understood that television needs a soul, while keeping the backbone of the source material, the imminent danger of the supervirus, and Butcher's inevitable self-destruction driven by Temp-Fi. The show endowed its protagonists with a human tridimensionality that the comic never had. The screen's Butcher is tragic, not just monstrous. By changing course and granting real emotional weight to the sacrifices, the series didn't just adapt the comic, it corrected it, transforming a senseless massacre into a modern Greek tragedy. The graveyard of television is full of great series that crumbled at the finish line. We all remember cultural phenomena that lost their legacy in a rushed or cowardly final season. The Boys ran that exact same risk, especially when the 4th season showed signs of stretching the plot more than necessary. But the 5th season functioned as an absolute redemption. It stepped on the gas from the very first minute and never looked back. The series retires through the front door, keeping its prestige completely intact. Why? because its political and media satire remained razor sharp until the very last second. It didn't cave under pressure. It didn't soften its message to be more digestible. On the contrary, it said goodbye by consolidating itself as one of the most fierce and important social critiques of the decade. It proved to us that real monsters are not born from science, but from polarization, complicity, and the silence of a society addicted to entertainment. The end of an era. The journey is over. The Vought universe will continue to expand with spin-offs and new stories, but the golden era of the main series has closed its cycle. We are left with the void of a show that dared to be uncomfortable in an era of predictable narratives. The Boys bids farewell, leaving us with one last lesson carved in blood and neon, that sometimes, to destroy the monster that haunts us, we run the risk of becoming something much worse. And in the end, when the lights go out and the credits roll, only silence remains.